Welcome back, everybody. Episode 12 of my playthrough of F1 Manager 22. Yeah, we're 4 days away from the Hungarian Grand Prix at the Hungaroring, and after that, we'll be off to the summer break. Don't have any new parts coming on the car, so we're just going to check and see. Make sure everything's good. Car-wise. Maybe we can put the new engine on Lewis's car. Just making sure all our parts are good, ERS is good, gearbox is good. Powertrain on George's car. We'll throw the new one on there. Probably going to need to buy a new one by the end of the season, but that's okay. Let's see, those are all set. Getting really nothing else to do. We got 11 days. Just after the Hungaroring, we'll have our new chassis project developed. That should help us a little bit. Underfloor research for next season. Adding more to that. 46 days, so that'll be done probably at the end of the summer break. Something I noticed, I hadn't really checked the online discourse of this game out a lot. Apparently, it's a bit stacked if you check the sliders of it. Like, well, if we were to design something, let's see. Well, I can't show you that right now. But like the sliders where you can adjust what you want to lean the car towards, if you put them all to the right and you max the stats out, it doesn't really hurt anything. So you got people who are playing as like Williams and maxing out the sliders, and all of a sudden, you know, they're winning the championship in 2023. Keep it kind of realistic, and I didn't even know about this. I never really put the sliders to the max to the right. But yeah, I think just to keep it realistic, we'll maybe just add a couple improvements. Maybe just move 2 sliders, maybe a click or 2 to the right. Just to, like, you know, help us out. I know cars are going to get weaker in terms of downforce in the lower speed corners next year. So if we want to, like, you know, skew it and just go 2-3 clicks on the right in terms of low downforce, we'll do that. If we max it out, we'll probably be stomping everybody, and that's not that great. I mean, it sounds appealing, but it doesn't really make for a good series or make it for that much fun. So anyways, off to Hungaroring. See you guys are qualifying. Well, welcome to the end of Q1. As you can see, a couple of drivers got grid penalties. I think it's because we took extra gearboxes with Alonso. I don't know if he crashed back in France or caused somebody to crash. I think Leclerc had to take a new gearbox. We did with George, so we got a 5-place grid penalty. But this is just Q1. Might be able to qualify on the podium. Yeah, with Leclerc's penalty, we'll definitely start on the podium, probably with Lewis. But let's see. Eliminated Q1, Schumacher, Vettel. Really? He's had a lot of pace lately. Bottas with a bad run, surprisingly. But also eliminated Lance Stroll and both Williams. See you for the last flyer of Q2. Alright, everyone's in the train for the second flyer here in Q2. Welcome to Q2, by the way. News and notes from the weekend. We got pace with Lewis. He's had top 3 pace through the whole weekend in practice, so could be faster than Sainz. If we get another podium, that's great. George a little bit off this weekend. Both of them like their setup, though. Definitely going to try varying strategies with both cars. Things I can think of from this weekend. Oh, it's going to be a dry race as well. Also, it's been a dry qualifying. Leclerc, I don't know if the AI is smart enough to recognize when they got pushed harder, but he had another crash in qualifying on his own. His car looks like it still had pace in it, so it's not going to be like, I think it was, I forgot what weekend, Lando in Austria, where the car was damaged in practice or qualifying, and he was way off the pace in the race. So Leclerc should still have pace. Zhou Guanyu had a crash, and clearly he's doing okay, pace-wise. Yeah, Ferrari's probably just churning through parts for that car now, because they mentioned it took a chunk of the gearbox out. That seems to happen a lot with the various crashes. But anyways, Leclerc finishes P5 in the session. Let's see if we can improve from 3rd and 4th with Lewis, right along with Lewis right now. Sainz doesn't improve. Here comes Lewis across the line. Stays 3rd. George also stays there. Verstappen should be leading the way. Q1. Eliminated here. Right along with Ocon, see if he can bump his way in. And he cannot. So Ocon eliminated both McLarens, Magnussen, and Tsunoda. And now everybody's getting ready to start their second flyer here in Q3. He's jumped forward a little bit, lay of land so far. Leclerc leading the way. So again, no damage from his practice crash apparently. Verstappen currently in second. Sainz P3 just ahead of Lewis P4. Sergio Perez just gets ahead of George in P5 as George is holding down the fort in P6, which will effectively be a P11 unless he improves. Fernando Alonso 7th, Bottas 8th, Gasly 9th, and Zhou Guanyu 10th. Bit of a gap back to the midfield this week. I don't know if the new improvements we got further did that, or they're just not improving as much. Luckily, I don't think straight line speed matters as much here at the Hungaroring. So AlphaTauri shouldn't have that much of an advantage over us. I think Alpine might be faster in a straight line now as well, so see if the chassis upgrade can help us out with that this season. Also, the summer break, gotta start wondering how much we're gonna start putting aside towards next year's car. So George's got personal best both sectors so far. Same goes for Lewis. See Leclerc improves there. Here comes George across the line. Jumps Sergio. Sergio's done with his lap. Here comes Lewis. Improves. Doesn't jump Sainz though. So pole sitter Charles Leclerc, though effective pole sitter will be Verstappen. We should effectively start third. George looks like he's going to start 10th. Let's go set a strategy. Alright, expecting a clear race. It should be a two-stopper that's going to work out here. Let's see, do we have soft tires and can they make it? No. Let's see, if we back down the pace, it'd probably be a 133.30. Let's see. Let's see, 133.24 maybe. No, the medium still be faster. So we're gonna go with that for Lewis. Should be a pretty good strategy. Let's see if we can move this around a little bit. It's working. That could allow us to push on the hards if we need to. George, meanwhile, oop, wrong button. There we go. I'm kind of wondering if we did the opposite, will we be okay? Because again, we don't have a fully clean set of soft tires because we used them in qualifying. So two-stopper, that's definitely not going to work. Maybe, hang on. No, it's definitely not going to work. Not a fan of that. Okay, we'll do the same with George. Although maybe, let's flip it. It's a hard tire. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Have them go longer on the standard tires. To again, jump everybody on the track maybe? I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe not. But get this adjusted. And here we go. Off to the race. Oh, it's starting 8th. That's not terrible. So, there we go.
Is it the Hungarian
Where is that Ferrari?
And it's lights out.
There we go. Leclerc starting away in 19th. Alonso all the way in 20th. Yeesh. How many parts did they order? This should work out for us. Verstappen clean getaway. Sainz there on the inside. Ooh. Carlos got squeezed big time there. Lewis up to P2. Very good.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
George making moves. And joke on you as well. Let's see. George only won the hard tire. Yeah, I'm just trying to throw something at the wall. I thought I'd start further back. So, kind of a mix though between softs and mediums. Again, if you're starting the soft, you can't one-stop it. I can't imagine anybody trying to two-stop. Yeah, Lewis keep in touch with Max right now. Sainz right behind. Just gotta hope that Max doesn't jet away like he did this circuit Paul Ricard. But if Leclerc does not make up enough time, he's starting, by the way, on the mediums. He can wrap his championship up nice and early, probably. Even though we still got like 10 races to go. George still making moves, up to P6 now.
Increase a lift and coast.
Ooh, Lewis might be looking for more here. Start dialing ERS back, maybe. It's Max's corner, looks like. He's fighting for it. Still there.
This garage has just gone mental.
It's not over. George out to P5. Looking sporty at least, but Sainz coming back in the DRS range.
Red Bull moved up.
These two guys scrapping like that, that'd certainly do that though.
Increase in lift and coast just a little.
DRS coming online now.
DRS has been enabled.
Let's see if Verstappen, he's starting to pull away already. We got to dial back the ERS. I didn't want to completely spend it. Fuel-wise, don't want to completely burn it right now either. Probably going to stay in contact with Max for so long, and he'll just run away. Checking out the guys in the back again. Leclerc now up to P16, so it's up 3 spots. Guess I had to pass a lot of really hard cars to pass though. Alonso back P18, gained 2 spots. As Jago gets stuck in traffic, they're probably not going to be a factor all day. Yep, and there goes Max. He's already out of DRS range. He's gone. It's over. He's gone. Thanks for coming, everybody. Down the front, looks like we're losing second to Sainz. That's okay. That Ferrari is probably going to be faster. He's on the softs, though, so we'll jump back eventually. As George up to P4. Look at him go. He's on it this weekend.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
You know what, George, use the ERS, see if we can get a bit of a gap here. See if we can pull away from Sergio. Lewis, meanwhile, I think has fallen off of Sainz. Sainz actually turned up the heat here. But again, there's a bit of a tire mismatch. So if we're not able to fully keep pace, that's okay. Look at George go. Out for lead. Sainz looks like he was looking for lead. And he's going to get it. Bit surprised about that. Ferrari's not going down without a fight.
So let's look at this.
Even with using the extra DRS or ERS, Perez is just way too fast in a straight line with the Red Bull. Able to get back by George. Again, we're going to be going probably, what, 15, 20 laps deeper on the run than him. Sergio's also turned up the jets on Lewis. Up 2 spots in 1 lap, basically. Oh well. Red Bulls are fast, what can you do? Don't want to push on a tire because strategy-wise we got to be right there. Make sure the hards last, so. George, meanwhile, we're not going to push on the hard because we want to keep the mediums up. We're going to push on the medium once he does switch over to those, though. Speaking of George, leading the little train. Gasly and Bottas managing to stay with him. It's interesting because we were able to jet away a little bit earlier, so. Leclerc moving up to P12. Alonso making some progress while P15. So, Charles should get up in the points. I highly doubt he's going to be fighting for a win or a podium here, but who knows? We got DRS that time. Double DRS. So you can pull away from Sergio.
It's a race position gained for a Mercedes.
So jumping ahead just a few laps. Sainz still scrapping with Verstappen like lap to lap. They got a 4-second breakaway over us and Sergio though. It's actually, let's see if we get out DRS range here. Just deploy the ERS. Sainz churning through those softs though. Imagine we'll see him come in. Or lap 20 for sure, but that's going to be a long way to go on the hard tire. Catching up. George still playing good defense with Gasly and Bottas, both of them. Well, Gasly's on the soft tire, Bottas on the medium tire. Again, we still got plenty of tread on the hard tire. Alonso, not exactly on Leclerc's heels, but position-wise, right behind him. Leclerc moves up once again, up to P11. They'll be in the points in no time here. Actually, there he goes. Now he's in the points. Making those mediums work. Oh, Gasly finally got the jump on George. That's soft tire versus hard tire. Sainz now coming to the pits. As we'll see Gasly come in a little bit as well. Here comes Carlos. Verstappen jets away to the lead. There's hard tire. Again, I imagine it's probably going to be the one stop. I'd be absolutely amazed if they go 2 stop because, well, LOL Ferrari. George, meanwhile, uses the DRS, gets some by no problem. Sainz going to come out behind Leclerc. And run P2, P4 right now. Leclerc, meanwhile, is still making a lot of progress up to P7. He's 2.5 seconds off the train of Bottas, Gasly, and George. So, plus 12 spots. Pretty insane run. If he gets a safety car, he might still be in it. Lewis is going to turn up the wick just a little bit.
And think about less lifting coast.
Yep. Yes, he's about halfway to his pit stop. Gasly now pitting. Same as Lando. Bunch of guys in the soft. Imagine they're going to come in now. There's the hard tire. as they're going to have a lot of traffic to fight through. Whatever reason, we're taking a lot of time out of Max. He might be backing down the pace to make his tires go longer. Yeah, gap's now down to 3.5 seconds. Sergio was up to like 4.5. And actually got a clear track ahead of him, so not sure exactly what's going on there. Sergio, I imagine, is trying to take a look. He won't get it. Well, somehow, just got fastest lap of Lewis. On his own, mind you. Not sure how we got that, but hey, we're still taking a chunk out Max's time. So, I'll take it. There we go, Ocon pitting. Oh, he was on the softs. I thought it was on medium. Ricardo was on the softs. These guys are probably going for the one-stoppers, so I imagine guys like Sainz and Gasly, they're going for the two-stopper, actually. Which is pretty foolish, but in Sainz's case, it is pretty Ferrari. Speaking of Ferrari, Leclerc's now in George's DRS range, so because he's going to get all the way up to P4 here. If only he had a good starting spot, he'd probably take the fight back to Max, but someone locked up. That was... Car stopped on track.
Understood.
Oh, Alonso.
Look at the replay. Now watch this.
Who's on new
Here's
tires, too.
Alonso's car.
Ooh.
Oh, a nasty crash there.
Well, I wish I could see something as to what happened. Slumping around, so no safety car. I've been just in range to make it work with Lewis if we had the safety car, but George would have had to keep out. Yes, down 1.7.
Just a look.
Well, it
Watch
was only a
this.
matter of time,
There's
but
Leclerc.
there goes Leclerc. Up to P4. He's still charging. He's only 10 seconds behind Max. What a stellar drive.
A bold move indeed. And with that, they've gained a position. A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Okay, I guess Bottas got by as well. Again, that's okay. We're going to pass them both back with the overcut. At least the overcut should work. Hopefully it works. Sainz still 9 seconds back, so it's all right. Alonso pitting again. I think he's got damage from before, so, or from his crash. And surprised to put a new set on. Maybe I had a tire going down. Fixing some damage. There he goes. All right, Lewis just entered the pit window. Still a couple laps away, though. As you can see, optimal laps on 32. Probably coming right at the optimal lap. Might see guys like Max come in a little bit early, though. George, we're going to keep on rolling, though. Gap from Max to George. Been staying consistent around 11 seconds, so. Meanwhile, Leclerc down DRS range from Sergio. He is charging hard. He wins us from 19th. That's spectacular. Tapping in the pits, Leclerc in the pits, Bottas in the pits. They're all going to the hards, as expected.
In the pit lane now.
We did elect to extend our stint a little bit here, so it's all right. Lewis still 5.5 seconds clear of Sergio. Who himself is 4 seconds clear of
So Valtteri
George.
pitted.
2 laps. So Verstappen pitting, put him out right in front of Sainz. So he played that perfectly. Leclerc, 8 seconds back. Sergio Perez now coming in the pits. Is George gonna jump him?
Perez in the pit lane.
Let's see if Leclerc jumps him. I think he will. And no, he hangs on to it. Sainz got to jump around Verstappen though. I think Lewis actually will bring in this lap.
Box.
So this lap.
You know, George will have him keep fighting there on the hard tire. Hopefully, get hold up Sainz and Verstappen a little. Well, that's not really going to come into play here. Actually, no, it might. He'll hold him up, and maybe we can get an opportunity to get back up there. Here comes Lewis. Hard tire on. There goes George to the lead. Here comes Sainz and Verstappen. Easily past him. They're gone by a ways. But we're comfortably ahead. We're comfortably ahead of Sergio Perez and Charles Leclerc. So, there we go. Let's
And
push a
think
little
about
bit.
lifting coast.
Yep.
So yeah, 6 seconds clear. Both those guys as they are fighting. Verstappen and Sainz as Verstappen gets back around. 5 seconds behind George. We are halfway point of the race. George still leading 3.5 seconds of Verstappen. Sainz just hanging in his DRS range. Lewis 3 seconds behind Sainz and about 6 seconds clear of Leclerc, who himself has just moved around Sergio Perez. I think by the time we bring George in, should be clear of Bottas, so we'll hang on to P7. And Sainz, I'm pretty sure is on a 2-stopper. I don't think he's going to be able to make the hards last that long. Oh, and George ran wide. That's okay. We're fine.
Look at that! They've run wide!
Let's take a look.
Here's the replay. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. Oh dear, that's far
nothing.
wider than they would have wanted.
Look behind George now. There's Max. Half a second behind. Yeah, it's going to get us in no time here. So let's put distance on Carlos, so look like Max's race to lose again. Hey, there he goes. It's only a matter of time.
Red Bull moved up.
Let's see. Window should be opening up for George here in a bit. Probably pit on his optimal lap of 44. One lap later, Max is completely gone. Started 1.6 seconds up the road and still pushing. Window now open for George. Still gonna be a little bit. Great. Optimal lap here. Let's get this ready, going on the mediums. Bottas looks like he's having issues,
Box, box.
so we should come out well clear of him.
Yes, box.
Up in P7, again we're going to push on George. Once he's on the mediums, or he's going to push on the tires. Don't think he's going to get up to the Red Bull of Perez or Leclerc, but should keep the buffer up. Sainz still falling off. Second and a half off George, who's 4 seconds off Verstappen. Imagine they'll be coming in for either the softs or the mediums here in a bit. Which should allow us to jump in with Lewis. But Leclerc still charging, 2.5 seconds behind Lewis. Should be on for a podium. Towards the front, coming in now. There goes Sainz. Medium tire on. Oh yeah, completely clear of Bottas. Good stop time, 2.7. Alright, push on the tires. Let's go.
Don't be afraid to use the tires.
Oh yeah, 10 seconds clear of Valtteri. 8 seconds behind Perez. Maybe we can get there. Well, here comes Charles. It's in DRS range of Lewis now. Imagine he'll guess in the front straight. Ooh. Maybe even sooner. There he goes. It's gonna be like we're sitting still. Sainz down the pit. He takes the medium. See if we can jump in with George. We do.
Ferrari, advance.
See if we can make it work.
Position.
Yes, yeah, Leclerc. He's gone. See ya.
It's a
Ooh,
big
big
shunt,
crash.
big shunt.
What happened?
Yellow, yellow.
Albon, big
Let's
crash,
see
turn
what
12.
happened there. Now watch this. Here's the
Thing's still
moments
rolling.
involving Albon.
Same corner where Alonso crashed.
And that's an off. And a
Oh, he's
big
fine.
off.
They need a better camera angle for there. Yeah, Albon pitting. I don't think I've ever seen anyone retire the car on their own merit or on their own accord just yet. Maybe that'll happen here. Maybe. Nope. New tires and all that. Fixing all that damage. There he goes. Approaching 20 to go here. Lead from Verstappen and Leclerc now 11 seconds. Just thinking what it could be if Leclerc doesn't start at the back. Lewis about 2 seconds off Leclerc, but 4.5 clear of Perez. George 6.5 back, and maintaining the gap to Carlos Sainz. Rest of the points, Bottas, Gasly, who pitted, for his second stop. Joke on UP9. And Ocon holding off his teammate in P10. Started at 15 to go. George is getting closer and closer to Sergio. It's only 2.5 seconds back. We got the fresher tires and the faster set with mediums. And I think his tires are more worn than ours. So it might be on for P3, P4 here. Meanwhile, up front, Max is lapped all the way up to P11. Imagine he's going to lap well into the top 10 by the end of this thing. Stellar pace once again. All right, while the gap is now under 9 seconds up front, as Leclerc still charging. We're now in Sergio's DRS range with George. Here we come. It's kind of far back there, but huge run down the front. P3, P4 with our guys should have double DRS here. I think once we get out of DRS range from Sergio, we'll actually back the pace down a little bit. Because I think we got all we could get. Don't think he could get up to Lewis in time. I would just have him push one more lap and then we'll dial the tires back. Harder he pushes, more prone he could be to make a mistake. I'm totally happy with P3, P4, and just keep it that way. Again, you know, I've said before, I'm usually pretty hands-off and letting the guys fight for position amongst themselves, but let's just take what we can get out of here and go enjoy the summer break. See, clear almost. Maybe one more corner here. Max now lapped up to P8. I imagine Gas is going to go down a lap in a second. Oh yeah, he's clear. Dial it back. Keep the car one piece. The reason why Max is going to clearly win this race. Look at all this traffic in between here. Look where the mouse cursor is on the right side of the screen. That's a lot of traffic Charles got to get around. So while Charles did bring the gap down 7 seconds, with 8 to go, passing through all those cars, that's going to hold him up. Lewis clearly in P3, 10 seconds off Leclerc, but about 8 seconds ahead of George. George has moved the gap up to 2.5 seconds over Perez, who's now scrapping with Carlos Sainz. And we're well clear of Bottas, who shouldn't go down a lap, but again, that's a stupid fast pace from Max today, once again. Interestingly enough, live standings as they run, still only 4 clear Charles, so it's really not over yet, but he's definitely brought himself back into the title hunt. Constructors also still a virtual tie almost. Wasn't expecting this. I guess Sainz for the jets up. Get around Sergio, now he's around George. Wasn't expecting that. I guess we'll push with the tires again, see if we get back around him.
Right, push hard now. Yep.
At least Lewis is still not in any danger of getting overtaken, but was not expecting Sainz to jump back around these guys. Well, Sergio maybe, not George. Go, use that DRS, get back by him. Let's get away from him.
Easily the fastest there by country mile.
Hell yeah. They're still pulling away from Carlos and Sergio. I think we're out of DRS range again. Hopefully two of them keep fighting. Yeah, it looks like Leclerc was able to get through traffic pretty easily. 6 seconds behind Verstappen. I don't know if he'll get there in time. Go 2 to go for Max Verstappen. Putting some more time on Leclerc now, who's in clear traffic. 7 seconds clear of him. Looking like just smooth sailing for him. Lewis should have his podium locked up. He's clear of George, who's now battling with Sainz again. We're still pushing with George. So, just watch this battle through the end.
We've got 2 laps remaining.
Major Sainz is going to get the double DRS right here. There he goes around the outside. He's got it. Certainly we can get it back, though.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Also, I'm surprised we're still hanging on fastest lap. Go, Verstappen just took the white flag. We're still just trying to stay inside the tire tracks. Should be able to get double DRS here down the straight and after turn 1.
And 1 more lap.
Here we go. Looking down the inside. Ooh. All right, we got DRS there though. That's a clean pass. Use all your ERS. Lewis, it doesn't really matter, but you could burn yours too.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
All right, Verstappen across the line, wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Give him plenty of momentum. Going into the summer break, Leclerc across the line. I think we should hang on to fastest lap
So we're
here.
low on battery at the moment.
Yep.
Go Lewis coming
George
across the
off on
line
DRS.
now.
Coming.
Solid podium for us. And George,
So we have a checkered flag now.
P4 fastest lap.
Thank you so much for continuing to push this year. I'm so inspired by you guys.
All right, so recapping here. Leclerc with the drive of the year, up 17 spots. Again, if he didn't have that massive grid penalty, probably would have been the winner. But, oh well, gotta take more parts, I guess. So yeah, full run top 10. Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, Perez, Bottas, Gasly, Alonso gains 11 spots on his own, up to P9. Zhou Guanyu down to P10. He just bumped Alpine. Again, double points. From there, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Norris, Vettel, Schumacher, Stroll, Albon, Latifi. Take a look at driver standings. Verstappen gets back around Leclerc, now leads it by 5 points. Sergio Perez fallen off a little bit in P3, just in front of Carlos Sainz. With our podium, Hamilton right on the heels of both, 17 behind Perez, 15 behind Sainz. And George just created the buffer over Bottas some more. Constructors, Red Bull leading the way by 7 markers, and still well ahead of us, but we're still well ahead of the rest of the field. Hey, mid-season board reviews in. Board have assessed your performance as team principal for the season. Have compiled below report. All right, we're still 3rd, which is where we expected to be. They want us to be winning the constructors by 2024. I think that's doable with as much as we're investing in next year's car, but I don't know what the rest of the field's doing. Team rating 5, board confidence high, team bonus 1,500 or 1.5 mil. Cool. So yeah, it's going to be a while until Spa, about 4 weeks. So that's going to do it for this episode. Got a lot of stuff coming in here in the next few weeks. Got some research, I think, getting done, and new chance to get in the car. That's going to do it for this episode. Episode 13, which will be our little summer break episode. Should be pretty short out tomorrow, as we're going to do all our midsummer maintenance in that episode. And also it breaks up the, breaks up a little bit. So, again, look for tomorrow's episode. Should be rather short, just doing the summer break. But, yeah, thank you guys for following the series so much. I think we just got over 1,000 subscribers, and that's incredible. Really is, with how much you guys have really taken the series. I can't thank you guys enough. And I thank you for watching today.